Yeah, asbestos report, and Hackney Council have subcontracted a company called Keep Moat to carry out the works, the demolition of kitchens, the demolition of bathrooms and toilets, and to install new units that are quite cheap, and the tenant does not have a choice as to colour or quality or any choice. They're quite cheap, the units, and there are foreign workers brought in by Keep Moat. Some of them can hardly speak English or very little, and they're carrying out the works without protective goggles and masks, and there's 5% asbestos content in the plaster, the ceilings, the kitchens, the walls, the toilets, and in the tiles. And they won't give me the report for asbestos and the testing. I've asked more than 12 times. I've asked Deborah, who works for Hackney Council. I've asked Jason, who's the liaison officer and manager. I've asked Chris Harrington. I've asked the PR man. I'll give you his name later. But I've sent a notice of cease and desist the works until everyone's rehoused, because they're drilling and there's dust coming out of the drilling, and they're sanding, and they're exposing people to unnecessary health risk, because they could easily rehouse people and workers. They should protect them. They won't let me film inside the flats during the work, but you can see my videos on Facebook, and none of them have protective clothing or masks. The noise is so bad, it gives you a headache. It's so loud, it pierces straight through you, and I have to leave every day at 8 o'clock in the morning when they start, and it goes on to 9 minutes past 8 p.m. as recorded on the 8th of July on my Alcatel phone, which I'm posting on Facebook. We've got over 550 people, residents, who could possibly contract cancer. Even 1% content of asbestos is dangerous. I don't believe all the reports. I think some of the reports are cover-ups. They're not telling people the total truth. I've complained to HSE, the Health and Safety Executive. They won't deal with it. I've complained to DEFRA. They only deal with animals. I've sent complaints to Hackney Council, but they're just being ignored, and ignored by the liaison officer, Deborah. I had a lot of explanations to Deborah, and I've got an email from her that doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's ongoing, it's continuing, and more reports will be released by myself and residents.